In the quiet floodplain of northeast Louisiana, a city rises from the earth, then seems to vanish back into it. Poverty Point, the largest earthwork in the western hemisphere of its time, built by hand, basket by basket. No stone walls, no palaces, no fields of crops, only earth, moved with patience and purpose. Around 1700 to 1100 BC, hunter-gatherers reshaped this landscape on a monumental scale. For centuries the ridges lay quiet, their pattern too large to see from the ground. Only from above do the arcs resolve, concentric and vast, embracing a broad open space. Every load was carried, no beasts of burden, no wheels, just human rhythm and steady labor. This is not the city we expect, but it is a city nonetheless of gathering memory and earth. The arcs sweep more than a kilometer across. Some ridges once rose nearly 2 meters high. A plaza the size of dozens of football fields anchors the design, an emptied stage for gatherings. To the west, Mound A rises, a flat-topped giant covering more than 2 hectares. Layer by layer, soils of different colors mark repeated episodes of construction. The plan is geometric, 6 C-shaped ridges opening toward the river, spaced with measured intent. Estimations suggest millions of baskets of earth were moved to form the complex. Each basket might hold 20 to 30 kilograms, enough weight to bite into shoulders. Day after day, scale is the message. The landscape itself became the monument. They had no fields of grain, no herded cattle, yet they organized mass labor over generations. Tools were stone and fiber, knowledge carried in memory, timing tuned to rivers and seasons. Families may have camped on the ridges, cooking over earth ovens, sleeping under woven mats. Clay balls heated in fires were dropped into pits to bake meals, the signature of daily practice. Work advanced in simple units: scoop, lift, carry, pour, repeated thousands of times. No central throne is visible in the soil record, only coordinated effort on a continental scale. The same people who fished and foraged also engineered sweeping forms in earth. It defies our expectations: monuments without monarchs, planning without farms. Artifacts here speak of journeys. Stones from far-off sources, carried hand to hand, copper from the Great Lakes, chert from the Midwest, steatite and hematite from distant hills. Not in bulk, not as tribute, but as treasured objects, proof of wide connections. Rivers were the roads, currents linking peoples across the interior of a continent. Standard forms suggest shared ideas, weights, tools, ornaments, traveling with stories attached. Here, diverse groups met as partners, exchanging goods, knowledge, and obligations. Value lived in relationships, the promise to return, to gather again on these ridges. The network is visible in stone and copper, its heart in earth and ceremony. Tools were simple: digging sticks, scapula hoes, baskets woven from cane and vine. Soil was loosened, scooped into baskets, and carried along packed roots to waiting embankments. Loads were dumped in small lifts, trampled and smoothed, then built again, increment by increment. Multiple construction episodes suggest bursts of communal work punctuated by return to daily life. Organization can be quiet, lanes of movement, shared timing, careful placement. Ridges were broad enough for dwellings and ovens, narrow enough to guide the body. Drainage and elevation mattered, decisions built into curves and platforms. The engineering is subtle, achieved with patience rather than machines. Recent research proposes a shift. Poverty Point may not have been a permanent city, instead, a periodic gathering place, a ceremonial hub for dispersed, egalitarian groups. People arrived seasonally, camped on ridges, traded, feasted, and renewed shared rituals. Temporary structures may have marked alignments, stories fixed in wood and horizon, archaeology records presence in traces, post holes, hearths, lenses of compacted soil. Feasting left its own archive, a social ledger written in refuse and ash. Then the people dispersed, carrying obligations and news along the rivers. City as event, not residence, time-bound, but enduring in earth. Egalitarian societies can build large things, if meaning is shared widely enough. Here, status markers are scarce. What stands out is coordination, not hierarchy. Craftsmanship, not crowns, seems to bear prestige. Skill recognized across distance. The architecture gathers people without enclosing them. Open arms, not walls. Power here may have been persuasive, ritual, reciprocity, narrative, rather than coercive. Consensus bound many small actions into a single visible form. When everyone contributes to the center holds. Monumentality does not require kings, only commitment. Centuries wore the ridges down. Plows, rain, and roots softened their edges. Early surveys noted unusual rises, but only later did aerial views reveal the full plan. From the sky, the geometry announces itself, precision hidden in plain sight. Excavations added detail but also restraint. Most of Poverty Point remains uncut, preserved in place. The site is quiet, its story told by contours and a few careful windows into the ground. Data accumulates like silt, dates, soils, distributions, building a case layer by layer. What eroded physically has grown conceptually, its meaning sharper with each study. Time can blur and reveal in the same motion. Poverty Point is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, yet it remains little known beyond the region. There are no towering stones, no spectacular ruins, only earth and space. Its grandeur resists the casual glance. It asks for altitude, patience, and context. The artifacts are humble. Hearthstones, weights, points, more kitchen than court. Media favors spectacle, Poverty Point whispers, but for those who listen, the site reframes history, what complex societies can look like. Recognition grows slowly, carried by research, stewardship, and quiet awe. Sometimes the most important stories remain close to the ground. Stand here at first light and the arcs suggest a gathering still underway. You can almost feel the ovens warm, the exchange of gifts, the murmur of shared vows. A city without streets, a ceremony without end, drawn large enough to outlast memory. Its measures are human, a basket lifted, a story told, a promise kept. We learn that complexity can be cooperative, that monuments can welcome rather than command. We learn that cities can be moments in time, not only places on maps. Poverty Point is not lost. It is waiting in plain sight, asking us to look wider, a new lost world every week.